O2X.
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 O2X has a stellar reputation for this.
I want to tell you that I think that what this group is doing is absolutely incredible.
All of our members are on loan from their families to us. We have a responsibility to the family members and to our members to make sure that we take care of them. And one of the ways we do that is our partnership with O2X.
Having O2X, having a professional person that really understands, an athletic trainer, strength and conditioning, the benefits of working out and being an expert in it and providing that to the employee is a great benefit. The reason we put wellness and so much emphasis is because we gotta get back to what's the most important asset in our organization is our employees.
O2X has a stellar reputation for this, and everything centers on excellence, and that's what we're equally focused on. Having somebody embedded in the agency to really help all of us being at our top of our game, the optimum performance, it just seemed like a natural fit to what we're trying to do.
The long-term goal in having O2X here is to reduce the amount of injuries in the first place, to basically teaching people to take better care of themselves. All those things that encompass being a healthier person so that when you're in that foot pursuit at 2 in the morning, you're less likely to pull a muscle or what have you. And I see it helping a lot, not just with physical health, being able to talk to somebody. Everything is through O2X.
Our officers have benefited immensely from having access to the O2X program, having a conversation with a guy that's sitting right down the hall that is an expert. This is what he does, and he's done it for many years, and he's really good at it.
I think O2X has already made a significant impact. The camaraderie that comes with the workouts is fantastic. When you go to the stations and you see the workout equipment is worn out, the bikes need to be replaced, that's a good thing. I hope that we continue to wear out the weights, wear out the bikes and the rowers, and just keep pushing our bodies to the maximum potential.
It'll help us mentally, it'll help us physically, it'll help us perform better for the people that we serve, it'll help us be there for our families because we will be physically and mentally able to be there, and it'll help us have a long career. One of my goals is to have people look back on their career as value added. I think this will help make that a possibility. Having Evan here, our athletic trainer, be able to do physical therapy with these guys. When they have an injury that's early, number one, it helps the officer because it heals that injury quicker, but it also benefits our department because they're not out on long-term injury. He does the cupping and he does the dry needling and all that stuff. We keep an officer that's working. If we would have had that 32 years ago, it's hard to say how many of our friends would still be here working. Think about my brother-in-law, took a medical, maybe he would have been able to stay a little bit longer if we would have done this 20 years ago.
Firefighting is one of the few professions out there in the world where it matters how you physically do something. O2X is just paramount. It's just preparing us to excel at what we do.
All-encompassing program that touches stress management, physical health, mental health, and job performance are all things that are important to us being able to provide the services that our community demands. Our on-site specialists are able to work with the individual to create customized plans that are specific to their needs, and really just sort of giving an understanding and wherewithal of how to cope with our high-stress nature of the job.
The reason why this resource is so important, right, is because if we can keep team members in the community for longer, it takes, like I said, 2 years to get them trained up. And if we can have a holistic solution that keeps them mentally ready, that keeps them physically ready, and keeps their whole ecosystem ready to operate and go out and do their job, it's so much better for us long term. If we're burning out our team members after 6 years, the government spent a whole lot of money, the Air Force spent a whole lot of money on getting this resource spun up to be ready to go. And so that's why it's really important.
Physical fitness in law enforcement is important because that gives them confidence. People in shape have a clearer brain. I want to tell you that I think that what this group is doing is absolutely incredible. They're encouraging and people are wanting to learn, how can I eat better? How can I exercise better? What do I need to do to be resting better? So as those things come about, I think their impact is going to be huge.
Our most important resource is our officers. When we talk about shift work, we talk about being tired, lack of sleep, we talk about being under stress. We never dictate the time that we need to be at our peak, ever. What I've seen with O2X when they come in, bringing that to our officers, no matter when it happens, whether it's daytime, nighttime, weekend, they are actually at their peak performance.